my computer, and now I'm going to share my screen, but I cannot find where I put it. Whoops. Whoops. There we go. Does that look right, Jade?
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Nope. That's not what I meant to do. All right. And with that,
Let's start.
our audience of Drew. All right. Oh, no, don't do that. Okay. So Jade, take it away.
Yes, okay. So welcome back, I guess. We would be talking about how to get involved on campus today, basically like the GO family as well, and just how you can be part of SUNY Plattsburgh while you're here. How to be more involved.
How to be more involved. And we are going to give Muskan some test questions to see how involved she has been in her first semester. So Muskan, be ready for some questions.
Okay, this is nervous. I'm getting nervous.
Okay, good. You should be nervous. So Drew, you know me, we've been going back and forth for this semester, so I don't need to introduce myself to you very much. Let's see, I'll tell you something about me that you don't know. How about, oh, we have someone else.
Yeah.
Drew, something about me you don't know is at the end, Drew, at the end of this month, I will start my 4th decade on this earth. You probably did not know that.
Wow, that's amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah, it is amazing. I didn't think I would make it this far, but I did. Well, almost. I'm almost there. I'm not there yet. I shouldn't speak so quickly. Jade, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. So my name is Jade, and I'm the International Admissions PR intern for the GO. I'm a public relations major, and I'm also a senior here. So I think some of you might have been talking to me, but you don't know you were talking to me. But yeah, I help with the emails and the WhatsApp group chat and all that.
That's right. Jade is very quietly, Jade is everywhere in the office at the same time. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I see her like outside my door, and then I'll go to the other side, and I swear she's right there at the desk too. It's amazing. But yeah, Jade is a senior. So for those of you newer, or some of you that are just about to come, Jade could be a really good resource as far as how to be involved on campus. Because Jade, you're involved in a lot of things, I know. And you didn't just fall into that. You had to learn how to do it, right?
Yep.
So yeah, that's great. GO.
Yes, GO. This is the Global Education Office. So like we were just talking about, we're just gonna let you know some facts about us.
Yep, some facts about us and who we are and all that stuff.
Yeah. All right, so what is GO? Like I said, GO stands for the Global Education Office. We are support for you once you get here, before you even get here, actually. Once you start to ask questions about the school, we're your support system. We want to be a resource for all of the students that come here, making sure that you're getting what you need and getting the best experience out of, coming to school over here. We're also open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. We also have advising hours from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So that's where you can make an appointment and you can talk to someone if you want to, like we're about to talk about, getting involved on campus, or if you need help with anything else.
Yeah, or if you just want to come say hi to somebody. It used to be before COVID, students would just pop in all the time. And they just come in and bring us food and say hi and, whatever. Unfortunately now, you have to make an appointment first because of all the safety things. But yeah, it's okay.
Yep. All right. So the Global Education Office is split up into 3 different departments. So the first is the International Recruitment and Admissions, IRA. That's where Peter and I are mostly working at, and where you all have been the step that you're at basically right now. And then we have the International Student Services, the ISS. That's where you would, once you get here, you'll be mostly in that office to get the help that you need and things like that. And then we have the Study Abroad office, and that's where you can learn how to study abroad while you're studying abroad. And I know in the next couple of slides we explain in each one.
Yeah, we'll go into detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, well, no, never mind. I'll say later.
All right, so the IRA, International Recruitment and Admissions Office, that's where we answer your questions regarding admissions, your applications, anything that you need help with. We host webinar sessions like this one, and we also have a Unibuddy and WhatsApp chatting system where most of you probably have chatted with some students already and with some of us. And we're just here to help you get your applications in, help you with information regarding applications or just getting here. And then we help you apply, and we also help with I-20s and visas.
Yep, and as Muskan and can tell you, and Dhruv, you're here now too. Yeah, you talk to us, and we get you through the process of applying and the documents and all that kind of stuff, and then we'll create your I-20 and send to you either digitally or a hard copy. Both are okay. Both are the same thing, and then you can proceed in your visa process of scheduling an appointment at the embassy and paying a CETUS fee and getting the visa and all that kind of stuff. And Muskan has done that recently. So we might talk to her a little bit about that process here a little later.
So this is just some of the staff members that we have in this office as well. So we have Michelle St. Andre, which is the International Recruitment and Admissions Specialist. She's the behind the scenes person for this office. So she handles basically everything, but all behind the scenes. And then we have Kate Friedrich, which is the International Admissions Advisor. And so she's basically the one that helps with your applications as well, sometimes reviewing those applications. And then you have Peter and I, which we help all of you.
Yeah, Michelle kind of does everything or organizes everything. Kate focuses a lot on the documents and the application processes, and Jade and I kind of do everything else. we have our fingers in many different pies, and this happens to be one of them. So
yeah. So the International Student Support, which is the second department part of GO, and that's basically where, we are the advocate for all of you. Once you come here, we can help you with visa letters, social security support letters. If you want to get a part-time job on campus, we help you with getting a social security card, bank loans, anything else that you may need. Like I said before, starting to get involved on campus, you want to know how to do that. You want to learn about different things on campus, you can go to the ISS first. We also have a connection to on-campus resources that we can provide for you. So that's like social health, academic, professional, just getting you all the essential things that you need while you're here. And then another thing that's part of ISS is orientation. So that is the department that will be helping you in orientation. They're going to make sure that, you get the information you need before the semester starts. You get to know your fellow peers, you get to know about campus and classes, you get to go shopping for some essential things like a coat, because it gets cold up here in Plattsburgh. So you need a coat.
You need a coat.
You need a coat. And this is Amanda Suriel. So she's the ISS Immigration Assistant for the ISS department. And she's basically like the mom of that office, or Peter says like most of the women in this office are moms, but she's the mom that's the mom away from home that's going to be able to help you. She's the advocate for you. You go to her for whatever you need. And you can go to anyone in this office for anything that you need, but she's like, the one that you would
Yeah,
always.
yeah, that's a really good point too, Jay. Is I mean, you can go to anybody that if you need something, and whoever you're comfortable talking to, but Amanda's the point person there for students that are here on campus. I think if I remember correctly, Muskan, you were interested in a part-time job, and I directed you towards Amanda. Is that right?
Yeah, I even had a one-on-one meeting with her. She helped me with things.
Great. So how did
It's
that?
really helpful.
Yeah. So how did that work? Because I remember you contacted me, or I contacted you or something about part-time jobs, and
Yeah.
I sent you to Amanda. So when I gave you Amanda's email, what happened next? How did that go?
Oh, I actually didn't email her. I just went to my Star Cardinal and scheduled an appointment with her.
Uh-huh.
So we talked on a Zoom meeting, and she was like, you can get summer jobs, but as of now, due to COVID and stuff, it's a bit hard. So just wait for a few semesters and get your CPT done, and then you can be all free to do whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah. COVID is just making everything difficult. Yeah. Yeah, but that's great. I don't mind answering questions. I get questions from people all the time, but a lot of the questions I get, if it has to do with you being here while you're here, like some of those I just don't know. I have to go to Amanda. That's who I'm going to ask. So for students, I mean, if when you're here, that's who you will primarily talk to. Not to say I can't help, but a lot of the questions you ask me, I just have to ask Amanda. So you can cut out the middleman if you want. But like Jade said, we're all in this together, and everybody's here to work for you. So it doesn't really matter who you talk to. But just keep in mind, Amanda's kind of your first point of contact there.
Yeah. Oh, like I said, with orientation, I think did you go back?
Oh, I think I did. Sorry.
Yeah. So these are just some past events that the ISS department has had in the past. So they did the Global Cafe, and that's where you got to just sit down, hang out, in a friendly atmosphere and get to know your fellow peers, really anybody. They also had a winter clothing giveaway, and that was for giving away some clothing, being nice to the community, things like that. And then they also hosted an event where you got to meet the women and men's hockey team. And that's a start. That's where you don't even have to like hockey or want to do hockey. You can just start getting to know people, start getting involved, knowing that there's sports on this campus, and that maybe someone from the hockey team is in another club or organization and you want to become interested.
Yeah.
So we've also done school visits, and this is where you would get to share your culture. You visit a local elementary school and just share something about your culture, and it just opens up people's perspective, and it's really cool because not a lot of people would know about other cultures, and how fun would it be if you got to showcase that.
Yeah, we always do activities like this too, and try to give students opportunity to show cultures and customs and things from their own country. We think it's a really neat thing to kind of build a bridge between the local community, the campus, the students' home native country and all that. And we really, I don't know, we're always trying to come up with new ways of doing things like this. So
Yeah.
if you have an idea as a student, please share anything you might have to do that, because we're always looking for something to get students involved, to build bridges, to build networks, and to have fun and make the most of everything. So all ideas are welcome there.
Yes. So in the study abroad office, this is where we have Brooke Leahy. She's the coordinator of the study abroad and exchanges. So she's basically there to help you study abroad while you're already studying abroad. So I don't know if a lot of you knew this, but you can study abroad while you're here. And it's really cool because, you know, you're already coming to one new place, and why not like go to another place because you'll still be studying here technically. So a lot of the popular programs that we have here are like in Australia, China, France, Spain, Japan. Um, we have the National Student Exchange in the USA and Canada, and then we have something new called Semester at Sea. And if you ever just want to know about studying abroad in general, you can always contact Brooke Leahy, and she will let you know everything that you like. She's gonna let you know everything, all the information you need.
Yep. Yeah, Brooke is super nice. She got me my apartment when I first moved here. So yeah, everybody here will go out of their way to help you. The study abroad office is pretty neat. This opportunity is neat. Muskan, if Yash is ever just driving you crazy and you cannot stand it anymore, you can talk to Brooke and say, hey, can we get Yash to study abroad for a semester, because he is driving me crazy and I'm so tired of his ginger soup. And maybe he can go, go to France or China or somewhere that has some really good, interesting food. He can learn how to make good food and come back and give you a break and all that kind of stuff. Do you see where I'm going here with this?
Yeah, and actually, this is an amazing idea. I'm already done with Yash, so I'm going to talk with Brooke.
Oh my, it's only been like 4 months.
How? I don't know how I'm going to like stay with that person with 4 years.
Okay, well, then I would suggest, mention to Yash, say, hey, you could study abroad for a semester. I know who to talk to. You could talk to Brooke. Okay, da 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 da. And then next thing you know, Yash is on a plane to France, and you have
that's amazing.
you have a free semester. Oh man, poor Yash. Okay.
These are just some photos of our fellow international students from the past. So when COVID wasn't around.
Yeah, when COVID wasn't around, we used to be able to take photos like this.
Yeah. All right, so a culture of involvement. So there are 100 different interest-based clubs and organizations on this campus. And if there is a club or something that isn't here and you want to bring it, you can definitely do that and add on. There could be 110 by the time you get here. So if you ever just want to, if you're interested in something and there's no club for that, you can get started with that, and you would get to contact Amanda for that so she can get you started. And then we also have 26 programs, honors programs, depending on your major. So those are some different ways you can start getting involved.
So Jade, or possibly Muskan, I know Muskan was talking about looking into clubs, but if I were a student and I wanted to join a club, what would I do? How would I go about doing that?
It's actually really easy. So clubs have events all the time, and so you can honestly just go to their event, or on the Plattsburgh website, the president's contact is under each club's name. And so if you ever just wanted to contact the president, like, hey, I'm interested, how can I join, you can just email them, contact them in any way and tell them, I'm interested and I want to get involved and I want to become part of this club. And it's really easy. So some of them might have like an interview process, but it's not anything like so hectic or so crazy. It's really easy.
Yeah.
And also just by going to their events, being involved by going to their events is also great, because you don't have to be part of the club, but you can sit there and learn. You can sit there and have fun with them as well.
Yeah, and go check it out. And if it's something you like and you want to go back the next week, then do it. And if not, then don't do it.
Yeah.
but you won't know until you try it and until you take a look. So yeah. Muskan, did you check out in any clubs? I know you were thinking about it.
Yeah, I checked out the pre-med club and now I am a member of it.
There
Uh,
you go.
yeah, I've been attending the meetings and it's
Okay,
fun. It's kind of fun.
cool. And you got to meet some people you never met before, right?
Yeah, yeah.
There you go. There you go. Sounds good.
These are just some of the benefits of getting involved on campus. You get to build those connections. So like Peter just asked Muskan, like, you know, you didn't know anybody in that club. So you get to know people, you get to build those connections because like Peter says, it's not about what you know, it's who you know, right?
Yep, that's absolutely right.
Yeah, it's all about building connections, building that network, because who knows in the future if you might cross paths again and you can make a business together or something like that. You know, you never know.
Yeah, yeah, right, absolutely. And you know, I can't, I say this 1,000 times every day, but this is when you start building your networks and how you start to grow that, and that's going to open more doors for you as you go on. And like, you know, I don't want to embarrass Muskan here or anything, but Muskan helped us with a couple of things. You know, like today, she joined us on this webinar. She doesn't have to do that. She's doing that because she wants to get involved. Well, so the next time we have something like that, of course I'm going to ask her, you know, because she's fun to talk to and she's here helping us out and she's helped us out on other things. And so, you know, and in turn, when Muskan contacts me and says, hey, I'm interested in part-time job, what can I do? Well, we direct her to where she needs to go. And like, it's a you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of a thing. And that's how the world works, you know. And this is the time when you really start doing that, really start building that network
Yeah,
for yourself.
for sure.
Yeah.
And then you also get to learn some new skills while you're at it. You know, you like, let's say you are a marketing major and you want to join the psychology club, you can learn something about psychology. Those are, you know, just the different skills you can learn. It's also it's also beneficial because you get to have fun, you get to be involved with something that you're passionate about, and then you get to help others. Like, imagine that you're in a club and let's say you're tabling. Well, before COVID, we used to do this thing called tabling, and so we would be in um, the main building of our school. It's called the Angel College Center, and there would just be a table and you would just have your members of your club right there, and you would just promote for an event, promote yourselves, promote the club in general. And a lot of people will come up and they'll be wondering what you're talking about. And so imagine that you get to sit there and talk about your club and how passionate you are and say, well, why don't you join? Or why don't you join our events? Things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And Muskan said that she just joined the pre-med club. So
Yes.
you can learn all kinds of new skills there. So
Yeah.
now if I have a medical question, I can contact you, right?
Kinda, yes. Actually, I didn't know a lot of information about pre-med and
Uh-huh.
joining med school. So after attending those events, now I'm like getting to know a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what it's for. I mean, it's a complicated thing, I would think, getting into med school, right? There's a lot of steps you need to take. And
Exactly.
it must be, you know, a little more, make you feel a little more comfortable being in a group with other people going through that process where you can
Yeah.
ask questions and compare notes and all that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is that being alone would like make me just have more stress that I don't know anything and stuff. But then after joining there, it's like, okay, even others are like just like me and we can
Yeah.
do it together. It's fine.
Yeah. No, that's all. That's great. That's great to hear.
Yeah.
That's great to hear.
These are just some examples of the cultural based clubs we have on campus. So we have African Unity, South Asian Student Association, Fuerza, the Black and Latinx Student Union, Chinese Association, Ethiopian Eritrean Student Association. So, you know, anything that's here. And if you see something that's not there, like I said, you can always start one?
Yeah, oh yeah. Every culture has one.
Yep.
So culture, sports, academics, special interests. I mean, anything. Um,
Anything.
anything. And it's a good idea, but you don't have to. I
Yeah.
mean, you don't have to. But our point is that a lot of things are available for you, and the opportunities are there. But you, as an individual and as a student, you need to find what's best for you and pursue it. And if you need assistance in doing so, our office is here to help you. So please do make yourself available. I know that this whole process is overwhelming, and the thought of going overseas to another strange country and living for 4 years and studying all that it can be a little overwhelming. The best way to get over that, in my opinion, is to make yourself available and try things. When I used to live abroad, my first 2 or 3 years, I said yes to everything. Everything I could possibly do, I did it because I wanted to see what it was. And some of those things I didn't do it again. I only did it one time. But I made a lot of friends that way. I opened a lot of doors. I made a lot of money that way too, to be honest. But yeah, make yourself available. That's my best advice.
And then these are just some interest-based clubs. So we have the Ski and Snowboard Club, Meditation Club, Jedi Dance Productions, High Voltage, the dance team. And just to also let you know, so Jedi Dance Productions and High Voltage are both dance clubs. So you can even have another club that's the same as another one. Like you can make another club the same exact way. It's just you might have something different that the club doesn't do, or if you want to get involved in that club, you can share your ideas in any way that you want.
Yeah, you could. Yash could start a ginger soup club. I don't think there would be very many members, but he could try if that's his interest. Yep. Academic.
Yep, and these are some academic-based clubs. We have Cardinal PR, Global Initiative for Gender Issues, Hospitality Management Club. Like Muskan is in the pre-med club. There's a psychology club. There's literally everything.
There's everything. Yeah. So, it's you can't really say, oh, I'm bored, there's nothing to do. Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
there's stuff to do. You just got to find it.
So this is these are the pictures are just some examples of food festivals that we've had in the past. So these are just some culturally based organizations that hold food festivals, and they show different foods and different cultures, and it's really fun. In the pictures, you can see students are in the kitchen, making the food, and yeah, that's really cool.
If you ever want to share food, just ask how to do that, and we will figure out a way for you to share your food. Don't worry.
And then the Night of Nations. So this is an annual event at SUNY Plattsburgh, and it's held every year in November. So this is very similar to the sharing your culture school visits that we've done. You're showing your talent through anything, through your culture. It could be through music, through dancing, through maybe clothing, anything that you want. And I actually went to the Night of Nations my freshman year, and I didn't know anything about this. So that's number one, first example, like just going out there to get involved. I knew nothing about what a Night of Nations was. And I went and I saw so many different things, like different shows for different cultures. It was amazing. I couldn't even believe my eyes. I was like, wow, this is so nice. I'm getting to learn about a different culture every hour, basically.
I was going to say, not just one culture, like 50.
Yeah. So it was
which
really
it's
cool.
great because, a lot of people have never been to, I don't know, let's say Nigeria. Like, I've never been to Nigeria. I've been to a lot of places, but not Nigeria. and I know very little about Nigerian culture or customs or anything like that. And we get to bring a little piece of all of those places here to our campus, and it's really quite fun. And it's a very energetic evening.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, everybody is like, like a hummingbird. Like everybody's just so really excited and energetic, and it's really fun time.
Yeah, it is really fun.
Yeah.
So how we're coping with COVID for the next semester. So we do have remote study, but we are moving to more in-person classes for the fall 2021 semester. Obviously following safety precautions, of course. We also have online library and computer lab resources if you choose not to go to the computer lab or the library. And then we also have a special arrangement for international students that come abroad. So once you get here, you'll do your little quarantine for it's usually 10 days and it's in a specific building, but now you can opt out of that and just quarantine for 4 days and get COVID tested. So that's kind of good, I guess. But that will be for when you get here. And then the GO town meetings will happen throughout the semester through Zoom, of course. And just to let you know information that you might need, answer any questions that you have, because they might be, like Peter said, overwhelming once you get here. So they will definitely have those town meetings to make sure that you are on track, you have everything that you need, and all of that good stuff. You can also have, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. You can also have online one-on-one advising sessions with Amanda, like Muskan was saying when she wanted to find out about a summer job. She got on a Zoom with Amanda and they just talked it out. She'll let you know anything that she'll answer any of your questions. And then we also mail I-20 to students.
And we can also digitally mail I-20s to students. Drew, I think I may have done that for you. I don't remember. I've done it for many students. But when we send you the acceptance email and all that, and we give you a CVIS number and blah, 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 it'll say on there, if you want a digital copy, to just email me. And so you can just email me and say, hey, Peter, can I have a digital copy of my I-20? And it's the exact same document that you're going to receive in the mail. And as of right now, it's accepted in the embassies that are open and things like that. So don't freak out. Don't think that it's different or that you're missing something. An I-20, your I-20 is your I-20. So yeah, and I was going to say about the town hall meetings. We haven't had one, I don't think, in a while, but we had many of them last year when the pandemic first started. We had them, I think, weekly, and because everyone was scared and confused, and nobody knew what to do, and it's a way for us to show our students that you're not by yourself here, that we're all going through this, and that everyone here in our office is working to make everything as smooth as possible, and you're not forgotten. So don't ever think that you are.
Yes.
And with that, here's our contact stuff, but you guys have all that already. And so we can stop sharing and I will stop recording. And